You look like a boy band! Backstreet Boys! Alright, so we're in Asheville now. Got the family out on some hikes. First thing today though, we went to White Duck Taco that was suggested to us by 4 different people. And so if you're still looking for a place to eat in Asheville, I highly suggest White Duck Taco. Cool place, good tacos. And now we took another 45-minute drive. We're gonna check out Triple Falls and Hooker Falls. I'm gonna try to convince the wife to let my boy go swimming. It's not looking good because she's a little scared, but I think we can do it. And heck, that's what adventure's all about, right? And plus, it's a Scioto River Co-op rule. Jump in all bodies of water that you see while hiking. Ooh. And then Gray and Aunt Megan just went down. To the camera, Oki.
Camera?
Oki, wave to the camera. So what has been the highlight of this trip? What has been the highlight of this trip for you?
What is always my highlight? Eating.
Food. We did have some really good ice cream.
Bite?
Is that good, bud? And the
Really
waterfalls.
good tacos, actually.
Really good tacos. I already talked about the tacos. But if we're gonna talk about the waterfalls, what was it about that stood out to you?
I'm not really sure because I was carrying a 25-pound baby on my back.
We'll call it a night tonight and go to bed since I am the last one awake. I guess we'll see you in the morning and see what the next adventures have. All right, new day, new us. Lauren found this pretty awesome coffee shop in this mini, almost French Quarter district. So I'm kind of enjoying that. There's a really cool arcade in here, which is not what you think. It's more like a collection of shops. So let's go check it out. Get it done. Time. Double chug. We're gonna be peeing later, that's for sure. I hate to say I told you so. Sissy. Hi. Hi. I think it's safe to say we've learned 2 things in Asheville. Dun 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 dun! Chocolate for the baby. I think it's safe to say we've learned 2 things while in Asheville. The first being, if you're in AA, don't do it. The second being, if you're in Chocoholics Anonymous, don't do it. Basically, if you're on any sort of food or diet restriction, don't do it. Tell me you can say no to this tort. I don't even remember where it was from. It was just dark Peruvian chocolate goodness
Megan, let me hold
that
my baby.
warms the soul. I love you, son. All right, let's go over a little recap of the day. First thing we did was stopped at PB&J's, which was a little cafe, coffee shop type of deal. It's pretty unique, and it had like a really cool like roadside vintage store next to it. The food was incredible. So if you are kind of in this area and you see this little PB&J's place right on the corner, and what was the name of that town?
Fletcher.
Fletcher, she's right, Fletcher. Then check it out, man, because it's totally worth it, and the staff was great, food was good, and just a cool atmosphere altogether. So now we're on our way up to Looking Glass Rock, and we've taken a break here at the helipad, where I guess a bunch of climbers, well, if they need to rescue climbers, they fly a helicopter in here, and it's a pretty cool, like, just rock face to hang out on. And I think we got about another 3/4 of a mile to the top, and supposedly the views from the top seem like out west. So we're gonna give those views a rating and compare them. What's been the best part of this hike for you so far?
The shade.
Yeah, that is it. The one thing about hiking here, it's humid, not a lot of wind when you're down in the trees, but at least the sun isn't destroying you on your way up. So we'll patch over some footage of the hike and show some views up at the top. All right, so what we have here is the top of Looking Glass Rock, and if you look where the tree line meets the top of that rock face, that's where that video of Lauren and I sitting next to each other was just filmed from. We didn't know how big the rock face was, we could just tell it was steep, and we didn't want to keep getting close to the edge and fall off. So after that, we went down to Looking Glass Falls, which you'll see some video of. Hung out at a pretty cool place, the Pisgah Tavern, I think it was. So we'll just put over the rest of the footage from the trip and then send it away. Keep an eye out for my next video coming out where I take my family out to the Beartooths and we ventured through Yellowstone, and hopefully I'll load that one in a little bit. By the way, does anyone else's dog just like follow them around every time they get back from a trip as if you're gonna leave them again for, I don't know, another week or two? Poor girl. But she's the best.
I'm a rolling stone, bound to roam. Come the morning, or I'll be gone. Pouring rain, wanna hear that train. There she comes, won't you get on? Won't you get on? Watch the trees fall and leaves.